Hey everybody, how's it going? Today I want to do a first impressions on this Violet Voss Sakura Blossom palette. I actually got it a few weeks ago and wanted to save it for closer to springtime, but I also figured Valentine's Day would be good too. It is a mostly pink monochromatic palette with some neutrals in there as well, and I actually don't have a lot of pinks in my collection, and I definitely don't have a lot of pink shimmers, so I thought this would be a cool addition to my collection. And I haven't used it yet. Of course, I opened it and I looked at the colors, but as far as how the colors perform and blend, I have not tried that, so we're gonna go ahead and do that today. And I do want to mention before we get started, you may see some random changes on my channel throughout my videos as I get used to doing YouTube. I did start this channel in September of last year, so I'm still working the kinks on, you know, camera work and lighting and the background and everything like that. My friend Caitlin X-Teen was so kind to help me out with the background lighting so I can have this beautiful halo behind me. She is on Instagram and YouTube. Please check her out. She's awesome and so nice. And I hope you like the curtain look here. I thought I'd make it a little different. I think I like it. It looks pretty, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. It's time to get up closer. Okay. So, I don't have any of my makeup on right now, so you're seeing me in all of my blemished and dark circled glory. I want to do a sort of halo eye, but not really a halo eye. I don't want to cut the crease. So, yeah. You'll see when we get done with it. But the first color I am going to go in with is the color Festival, which is the darkest pink in the palette. Of course, I am going to go ahead and prime first. I'm going to use the Clean Canvas Eye Base in Fair from GERARD Cosmetics. Once I have my eye primed, I'm going to go in with Festival, which was that dark pink. I'm going to do a bit of a diagonal shape. So I'm just going to pat it right in here over my hood, and then I'll just add color in here to bridge that gap, but I'm not going to bring it out too far so that I'll be able to blend it out. And I'm also going to put that dark pink in my inner corner here once I get these creases out. And I want to keep that middle part of my lid open. I'm not going to put any product there except, you know, for my primer. I like how dark that got. That got quite dark. I was worried it wasn't going to be that dark. The next color I'm going to go in with is Wild, which is this really pretty bright pink here. And I'm using a Lunar Beauty brush, LBE-6. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack that bright pink right on top of that line of the dark pink. And again, we're going to keep that middle part clear of any stuff. That actually looks quite close to the first color I put on. Let's see. Let's add more of Festival and see if that helps darken it up. Yeah, it helped a little bit. It's just a little too close, so it just looks like all kind of like one color. I don't know. If anything, we can darken it, but we'll see. Let's just work on the blend. And the brush I'm going in with now is a Sigma E36 blending brush. And I think I'm going to go in with Blushing, which is this bright pink. That's Spring. Where's Blushing? Okay. Blushing is right here. And I'm just going to start lightly brushing it on top of the bright pink we used. So far it's quite easy to blend. I see the gradient coming. On camera it kind of looks like all one color, so I may have to go in and darken it. So I'm just kind of dragging this area out here to give it more of like a wing shape. And I just used this brush with the lightest pink and just slowly started dragging it out. I am gonna go over it with another color to like just diffuse that bright pink. Make it blend into the skin a little bit more. So the darkest color in this palette is just not dark enough for my needs. It just kind of looks like all one solid color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into my Blend Bunny Blends palette, and I'm going to take the color Vamp, and it's just a much darker, almost like a pinky purple. If you have this anywhere, you can use it, you know, you can use it from whatever palette you have a similar color. And I'm going to take it on the same E55 brush I used that dark pink in, and I'm just going to pack it right in there. And if there's going to be harsh lines, that's fine. We can always fix them in a second. Just really packing that color in there. Then how we're going to fix that is we'll take that Lunar Beauty brush with Wild, which was that really bright pink, and just tap it on top of the harsh lines. And then we'll take that Sigma E36 brush with blushing, and we'll go over any harsh lines that second color left. Lightly brush them out. The next color I'm gonna go and the next color I'm gonna go in with is a color that will help me diffuse that lightest pink, and it's gonna be this color Blossom. And I'm just going to tap it right at the edge, and it should help kind of melt that color into my skin. I'm tapping to put it on there. Now if you're a different skin color than me, you may want to use your skin tone shade to help you diffuse something or melt it more into your skin. But the color in this palette is pretty close to my skin tone. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do now is take Petals, which is this really pretty pink shimmer right here. And I'm going to put that on the sides next to that negative space. Sorry, it's my ugly finger. We're just going to get rid of that. That's really pretty. Sorry. That looks really pretty. I wonder if that's coming up on camera. Honestly, the lights are so bright I can barely see myself. Put that right on the sides here. My pinky finger is the least ugly looking. I really like that. Wow, wow, wow. That is such a pretty shimmer. Wow, 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 wow. I love that. Now, what we're going to do is take Sakura, which is this light pink shimmer. Nope, right here. This light pink shimmer. So I don't have to use my finger. I'm going to take this Huda Beauty Fender Bender brush. It's just like a sponge tip applicator. It's nothing serious. But apparently I felt bougie enough to buy a $15 sponge tip applicator. But I'm taking that light pink and just putting it right in the middle. I'm going to drag it up here and kind of over. It does have a cool sponge tip, like a scrubber, not a scrubber, smudger tip, as I try to redeem myself. My finger is just so much better, so I'm gonna use my finger. Sorry, really self-conscious about my nails. I bite them due to anxiety, but I recently, yesterday, just got prescriptions for anti-anxiety and antidepressants, so hopefully it shall help me. So please forgive my really janky nail. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of Petals, which was that beautiful bright pink shimmer to the ends. Wow, this is gorgeous. I'm in love with the shimmers in this palette. I can't determine whether or not... Oh, you see my clips. Oops. So I can't tell if I like this. I think I just need to put all my other makeup on and everything like that, and then I can get a good grasp. I think I do. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be back to show you what I do with the bottom lashes. And yeah, see you later. Hello, I'm back. I'm sorry I took so long. I had to do my base twice. I'm hiving from stress. So let's go ahead and finish this eye look. If my contour looks absolutely horrendous, just let it go. We are going to use a Morphe M213, and I'm going to dip into that festival color again, and I'm just going to go ahead and run it under my eyes. A pencil brush would do for this as well, or just anything small. Now for blending that, I'm going to use the same Lunar Beauty brush, using Wild, which was that very bright pink, and just run it right underneath. And then underneath that, I'm going to use Blushing. And then just to kind of fix how far down I made it here, I'm just going to use Blossom, which is my skin tone shade, and just run it underneath here. So I kind of dragged it down a little bit too much. Just like that. In the inner corner, I'm not going to use Sakura, that light pink shimmer, because I used it as a highlighter. And when I turned, it left a cast, so I had to yeah. Okay, for the inner corner, I'm going to use this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Day Trippin'. And I like to drag it into the waterline here, or tear duct. Alright guys, this is the finished look, and just to go over some of the stuff I added, it was just my waterline eyeliner, which is a ColourPop gel liner in the style Fluffie, or in the color Fluffie, and my lashes are the style Flirt from Azzurrado Cosmetics, and I do have an affiliate code with them if you'd like to try them out. I'll include it in the description box, as well as everything I have on my face. Now, as far as the palette goes, it's very pretty. I'm glad I picked it up. The mattes are very pigmented and they're easy to blend. However, I do wish Festival was darker, or that they included a darker color in the palette. I just think that for a well-rounded palette, there should be a really dark color, whether it be part of the color scheme in a monochromatic palette, or a black or a dark brown, warm toned or cool toned depending on the palette. I just think it's important, because when I do tutorials, I try to stick to one palette, because not only may some people not even have the palette I'm using, but maybe that is the only palette that they have that I'm using. So I really prefer to stick to one palette when I use a tutorial. That way I can make it as accessible as possible. for anybody that may be watching. But yeah, other than that, I really like the palette. The shimmers are gorgeous, the ones that I used. Yeah, I'll definitely be using it again. Spring is right around the corner, so I'm excited for what I'll come up with then. If you have any questions or if you just want to say hi, feel free to leave a comment below. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and thank you for watching. Bye.